Hey guys, hey, this is Nay. Follow me on IG, Twitter, and Periscope, and Nay Rob on YouTube. Now, let's talk updates. Okay, guys, Toya Wright was on the Breakfast Club this morning, and I did a video previously about how Toya Wright exposed Tamar for not being a friend, and how Toya Wright exposed Lil Wayne for still trying to get at her. I mean, it's considering their history, it is what it is. You can't be mad at it. But anyway, today she was on the Breakfast Club and she discussed those two topics again. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to update and follow through on what I said um, previously in the other two videos. So let's begin. Okay, so the first thing I want to touch on is what she said about Tamar. Now, what I found very disturbing that I did not know before, that I know now, is that after watching the Breakfast Club video, is that she said that ultimately Tamar was blocking her from being on the show because previously I had said that she couldn't. It was strange that her publicist was trying to get her on the reel, but for some reason she couldn't get on the reel. So after Tamar was fired from the reel, her publicist was like, "Well, what's going on? You're inviting us now, but what happened before?" And the real producers was like, "We know nothing about it. We knew absolutely nothing about Toya wanting to be on the reel because Tamar had relayed information to Toya saying they don't want reality TV show stars on the reel, which is crazy because Tamar is on a reality TV show, but she took it for what it was. She didn't press the issue. She didn't think anything about it. A lot of she even mentioned how a lot of people were saying that it was shady for the real to ask for her to be on the show after that, or accept her to be on the show after that. She said she's not looking at it like that. It's not that serious to her. It just that she's on the show and it so happened to be after Tamar leaves. Another thing that I want to touch on is they asked her, okay, do you think that it would have been better for you to have said to her, hey, look, I'm going on the show. Do you mind? And her response was basically, why should she mind? We're talking about my money here. I didn't stand in her way when she performed with K. Michelle, and everybody knew that me and K. Michelle had issues. So why should that even be a problem? I wasn't trying to stand in the way of her making her money. So why would she stand in the way of me making my money? Good point. So she said that she became friends with Tamar through Tiny. So they weren't that close, but of course, Tiny, and everybody says that the only real friend that Tamar has is Tiny. But she said that so they weren't close. They was just close because of Tiny. And she said, the Tamar's behavior in regards to all of this really just doesn't surprise her. That's just what she presented herself to be, and she quoted again, when someone tells you who they are, believe them. I don't really have an opinion either way with it. I mean, I think everybody have their different views. Do I think Tamar has some, petty ways about her? Yeah, I do. Do I think Tamar has some immature ways with her? Yeah, I do. But I mean, it's Tamar. You can't expect Tamar to be no more than what she is. So let's get into Toya and Lil Wayne. Y'all, they're gonna be back together. I don't care what nobody say. They're going to be back together very soon. Okay. So what she said first, she spoke a little bit about her brothers. That there was, some type of, they had family, issues, but regardless, they were blood. You can't break that up. That's what it is. She said the discouraging part about her brothers that was difficult with them was the fact that she believed in them. She believed that they had the spirit to be more than what they were. It's just that they didn't want to put in the work for them to be at a better place and to go beyond New Orleans. And she said that because she was in the position that she was in, they felt like, well, we shouldn't have to work for it. You should be able to give it to me, which I understand. I really, really do. A lot of people, like I mentioned on the YouTube, a lot of people just want you to give them subscribers. And you like, nah, I put my work in too. Whoa. You got to put your work in too. Nothing is free here. Nothing is easy. So, and she also mentioned how her youngest brother, her and Wayne basically raised him together, because he lived in a house with them. Okay, so now let's talk about Lil Wayne. I kind of knew that Lil Wayne was off a little bit. He's a Libra. But she says that Wayne lives in his own world, in his own bubble, which is true. I've always told you guys, us Libras, we like that. Oh, that's how we are. That's how we survive. As long as we're in our own heads, in our own world, we're not trying to let the outside world in. Because when you let it in, we absorb the negativity and all the things that's ugly. So we keep it on the outside. And that's how she explained some of Lil Wayne's crazy behavior. Hence the racist remark. She mentioned that he didn't believe in racism. She mentioned how, you got to think about it. Like, I think she said 80% of Wayne's following is white folks. The man that saved his life was a white police officer. So he just knows that. He's not focusing on anything outside of that. She said that he watches ESPN and those crime scene shows, things like that. It skateboards, and that's it. If it's not sports, crime scene information, and skateboards, he don't want to be bothered with it. So, that explains his behavior. And she said also that he really doesn't know how to communicate well, Libra. And, Angela Yee had pointed out the fact that it's people that are around him that have to talk for him at times. Yeah. Now, you mix that Libra brain with drugs. Oh, it ain't good. It ain't good. Okay, so let's get into Toya and Lil Wayne getting back together. It's going to happen. Now, Toya, she's a Scorpio. Okay, I said before, she's a Scorpio. She's strong-willed. She's not going back to him till he get himself together. She just feels like he's not ready. I would agree. I don't think he's ready. I think he still wants to, chase butterflies around. And it seems like she understands them. It seems like, they are, I think Charlamagne called them the OG baby mama. That's what she is. She even said that she would have a baby by him. Like if she didn't find somebody else that before a certain age, that she would give Lil Wayne another baby. Girl, I don't know about that, girl. It's too many, I don't know, stuff mixed in and mixed up in them, in that, semen. I don't know. I wouldn't rock with that. But she said Regine was like, no, I don't want y'all back together. Regine ain't messing, daddy, I love my daddy. My daddy is weird, but no, I don't want y'all two back together. They even talked about, a little bit about Myth Hits. She said that me and Myth Hits don't really talk to each other. Yeah, that lady messed up. That man messed up. You know why? Because he knew, as hard as he tried to be a good man to you, as hard as he tried, he wasn't mentally equipped enough to deal with being Lil Wayne's baby mother. Yeah, that's all I can say. Okay, and the last thing I want to talk about is the Bad Girls Club. Guys, Camilla, Okay. Toya touched on this. She said that side chicks don't know their lane anymore. They want to let everybody know that I'm the side chick, and yeah, I want to let you, the world, and your wife know that who I am and I got your baby. And it's true. Side chicks don't want to stay in their lane no more. But Camilla was next to Natalie Nunn. Camilla is like one of my top 5 bad girl clubs girls, and I just thought she was smarter than that to have a baby by a married man. I mean, it happens, it does, but I don't know. And then you never know what the heck the man was telling her. I don't know. She just better be lucky that wife don't find her, you know, or that dude ain't pay the move and come over his house and pretend like they about to make love all over the place, and then he push her down the daggone steps. I don't know, guys. I don't know. Tell me. And remember this, guys. The same people you meet on the way up are the same people you meet on the way down. You two person. Let's be good to each other. Peace.